Hello everyone and welcome to our first 9 weeks review. This is chapter 3. So it says to use this diagram for the questions 1 through 6. And so the first thing we want to do is list the lines perpendicular to QR. So here's line QR. And remember that perpendicular, here's the sign for it. It's an upside down T. We're going to add the right angle box there if we want to, just to remind ourselves that is perpendicular means that they cross each other at 90 degrees. And so in this box, we have a few lines that are perpendicular to RQ. So who all in this box makes a right angle with RQ? That is going to be N to R. So NR. It says list the lines. We're going to draw a line above it. There's a right angle right there. Who else is going to be P to Q? And then we know that this is going to be a box. So I've got this one right here, M to R. Okay. And then also L to Q. Okay. So we're assuming that this is a box. It makes these right angles. It's standing up straight and tall. And so these are going to be the lines that are perpendicular to QR. All right, now we want to list lines in this prism, this box, that are parallel. So we're changing to the word parallel. Again, the symbol for parallel is going to look like this, parallel, to QR. So we're going back to QR, but now we're listing lines that are parallel to QR. So who faces the same way as QR? These three lines are coplanar to QR. And so we want to name those. I'm going to do that in blue. That will be NP, JK, it says lines, so I'm putting lines over them, and ML. Okay. All right, now we have what plane is parallel to PNR. So I'm going to clear this picture, and I'm going to color in plane PNR. So here's P, here's N, here's R. So I'm going to color in that plane. So that's the floor of this box. What plane is parallel to the floor of this box? That's going to be the ceiling of this box. So you can use any three letters of these four corners. If you want to use all four, you can, as long as you name plane JKL. Again, you can use any three of those. If you wanted to go ahead and use all four and call it JKLM, you can. Totally fine. All right, now we're going to list four lines that are skew to QR. So what does skew mean? Remember that skew means that it is not ever going to cross it, but that it's facing a different direction. So it's non-coplanar. So who would be skew to QR? JM is not crossing QR, but it's also not facing the same way. So JM would be an example. Who else would be skew? KL would be an example. If they said segments, I'd do a segment symbol, but they say lines, so I'm going to do a line symbol. Who else is skew? We could also name this one right here. JN is going to be skew to QR, JN. It's on a different plane. And this one right here in the back, K to P. K to P. So those are some skew lines to line QR. They're never ever going to cross, but they face different directions. They're non-coplanar. All right, true or false, plane JKL, so let's find it, JKL, boom, that's this top plane, that's the ceiling, is parallel to RNQ. Let's find that, RNQ. Are those parallel? The ceiling and the floor are in fact parallel, so that is going to be true. Okay, again, I'm going to clear the picture every time just to help me focus. True or false, line QP, so let's highlight that, line QP. Where's Q is here, P is here, so there's that line. And JM are skew. Well, here's JM. Are those skew to each other? They are facing the same direction, meaning that there is a plane that exists through these two, diagonally through the box. So there's this plane. There could be a piece of saran wrap stretched flat from JM to PQ, and so that is going to be false. Those face the same direction, and thus they are coplanar. I will do a new video for the next few.